911!
Cover up!
911!
Truth now!
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 If you don't believe the government story, walk with us!
So let's get this straight. The chief financial officer of the Pentagon, who wanted a new Pearl Harbor, just happened to work for a company which just happened to specialize in the technology of flying aircraft by remote control and terminating flights in midair. You think that's a coincidence? Well, then it must be another coincidence that on September 10th, the day before the attacks, Donald Rumsfeld, fellow PNAC member, announced that over $2 trillion was missing and unaccounted for from the Pentagon, of which Dov Zakheim was in charge of. It's funny because if 24 hours later a couple of planes would hit the World Trade Center, that story would disappear real quick, wouldn't it? And that's exactly what happened. And it's also funny that when the Pentagon got hit 24 hours later, do you know what part of the Pentagon got hit? The accounting offices, that's right. And there went all the evidence of where that $2 trillion went. The evil Muslims just happened to fly into the accounting offices, which made all those records disappear. Folks, do the research. Wake up. It's right in front of you if you do the research. Could 19 Muslims get NORAD to stand down for 2 hours? Please, folks, wake up. You say, who flew the planes? Here's who flew the planes. Zakheim and System Planning Corporation. Who had the most to benefit? Zakheim, Larry Silverstein, Paul Wolfowitz. What do they all have in common? Well, it just so happens that when Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu was asked on 9/11, what effect do you think these attacks will have on U.S.-Israeli relations? He said, oh, it's very good. Well, not good, but they will certainly bring about a lot of sympathy for Israel. And here we are. Who's the enemy of Israel? Arabs. How many Arabs have been killed in this war on terror? Please, folks, wake up. Please do the research.
We're going to do something fun here for a second. All right, everyone listen. Who was in New York when the towers came down? Did you see the towers explode into dust? Yeah? All right, we all saw the towers, at least on video, right? They just disintegrated into dust. About how fast? 10 seconds, 12 seconds, somewhere around there. 110 floors. 110 floors in 10, 12 seconds. All right, I want everyone to work with me here. Get ready to clap your hands. You get ready to clap your hands. Hold on. You're going to try to clap your hands 110 times in 10 seconds. Can someone keep count of the time? Someone have time. Someone have a second. Keep time of 10 seconds. Ready? All right, ready? I want everyone to try to clap 110 times in 10 seconds. You better be fast. Ready? Go! I don't think so. We're almost there. Now, I don't know, I got to, this guy got 45. I got maybe 45. Anyone get 50? Anyone get 60?
How many floors was that?
45 floors in 10 seconds. That's a lot of floors. And they're saying 110 floors turned into powder in 10 seconds. They want us to believe that. It's controlled demolition. Building 7 tried to clap 47 times in 6.5 seconds. I mean, really, just see how long it takes you. It takes a long time, and they want you to believe that an entire floor, 10 feet of solid concrete and steel, disappeared in less than a hand clap. Gone. Less. So maybe 2 floors, that fast. If you watch footage, you see it they're just disappearing, and they're not collapsing. They're being disintegrated into powder. So whenever anyone discusses the Twin Towers, oh, it's ridiculous, the fire melted steel, they crushed themselves, just ask them to clap 110 times in 10 seconds.
What did Larry Silverstein say on TV? He said about Building 7, he said, oh, with the fire department there was so much loss of life, we realized the smartest thing to do was to pull it. So we pulled the building and watched it collapse. That's what he said on PBS. Now a lot of people said, oh, well Larry Silverstein, when he said pull it, he meant pull the firefighters out of the building. Well, first of all, there were no firefighters in the building because they told the firefighters to get out of the building, to not go anywhere near it, 6 hours before it collapsed. Second of all, on that same documentary, on that same film, they had the controlled demolition company called Controlled Demolition pulling the remains of Building 6, one of those small buildings, pulling it, and he said on the phone, on the documentary, we're about to pull Building 6. So now you have one documentary film, two separate events, direct evidence that the term pull it.
Listen up, true patriots and truth seekers. We're going to have a march right now down to Cooper Union to have our benefit for sick and dying 9/11 first responders. We're going to go to Cooper Union, have a movie showing right now. Everybody get ready to march and let the world know that we are patriots, we are fearless, and we are changed.
Let's try to stay on the sidewalk, guys, all right? When we walk, don't block traffic.
All right, we're going to march in an orderly fashion, not block the sidewalk. And we're going to march with the banners. Don't put the banners up. We're going to march with the banners and let the whole world know that the truth of 9/11 is coming out and it cannot be stopped.
First responders first. 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 9/11 truth now. 9/11 truth now. 9/11 truth now. 9/11 truth. We want the truth. Truth now. 9/11 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 truth now. Truth stand up against tyranny. Truth ends war. 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 This country started just like this, by a few people resisting.
We are change!
We are change! We are change! We are change! We are change! We are change! We are change! We are change! We are change!
Advocates that we need to take care of this inside this country constitutionally so we can rebuild our republic.
We have our own laws.
Yeah, I know. We can do it ourselves, and I don't think we need the UN or any kind of international body coming in to basically take away our military, make us a second world power, and make the populace guilty of what only a few within the upper echelons of our government and other rogue governments in Israel, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia helps accomplish. So, you know, I hope I can put this film out and a lot of people see it. We were #1 in the world on Google on September 2nd, the day after I put it out. And my next picture is going to be a global government picture. It's going to be Invisible Empire, and I'm going to put the New World Order as a myth to rest. I'm going to show everybody from Clinton to Bush to Barack talking about it with that phrase and what it means to them. And it's time for us to wake up, man. This is about globalism. This is about taking away our sovereignty, our freedoms, dehumanizing us and enslaving us. And I'm not down with it, so, you know, let's fight it.
What do you think of the two candidates coming to Ground Zero tomorrow?
I was very upset. I ranted and raved about it on the radio the day after they announced it. Obviously, they're coming to grandstand on the backs of 3,000 dead Americans, and it makes me quite nauseous. I mean, John McCain himself wrote the foreword to the popular mechanics book, Debunking 9/11 Conspiracies, where loose change is attacked by name. So I take that as a huge insult. And Mr. McCain, you know, one of the most telling moments is when Luke Rudkowski, I don't know where he is, but one of my personal heroes, went up to McCain, he talks to him, and he goes, Well, Mr. McCain, the 9/11 Commission admitted on record that they were set up to fail. And McCain's eyes just look at him and he goes, oh, you're right, you know, and just walks away. So he has no interest in the truth. He has no interest in, you know, actually supporting the family members, the survivors, the victims of that day. And Barack Obama, yo, he's a great speaker. He's very charismatic. He really doesn't say anything. You know, he's going to jump on the backs of those victims too. I listened to his speech. He brought up 9/11. He says we have to fight them over there instead of fighting them here. Well, the problem is that we aid and fund them here, and then we cover up everything that we have to do with it.
Free information. Rob, it's free information.
Where are you guys going?
That's where it's coming to.
Are you with WeAreChange?
How's it going?
It's going good. It's going really good. What's that?
When'd you get here?
I just got here today, about an hour ago.
Really?
Just came straight here. Yeah, I'm so excited for this week.
Yeah.
It's gonna be incredible. My voice is already good.
That's what we are now. That's
Truth about 9/11.
And I said, you know that Prescott Bush funded Adolf Hitler? Do you know that?
Truth about 9/11.
Stuart sends his love. He gives you a big hug.
Oh, Stuart, we miss you. I'm sad he can't be here. It was really cool to be at Bilderberg with him, though. It was awesome. Check out the Truth about 9/11.